Hello there everybody, welcome back to another Train Sim World 5 video. You join us back on the Linke Rheinstrecke route and we're back in the crocodile, the green crocodile, the BR194. Now I'm pretty certain this is part 2 of the service we did in the first look. I sort of saw it and I was like, oh, we might as well do it, complete the full run. So yeah, here we are again. We've got the, are these the founds behind us? I think they are, aren't they, the founds? Yeah, founds, or however you say that. But yeah, we're here at the moment on the route. We're going to be going up to Koblenz. Said about 40 minutes or so. So yeah, let's get the train set up. This is out now as well. This DLC. Let's raise the pantos. Does appear both of them. Look at that. Both of them go up. Sort of bouncing to get up. Cool. Right. MCB set. Cool. Just take our time getting this set up as it is quite a beast. So that's forward. That can come off. That can go to that. Compressor on. Blowers to slow. And we'll get the safety systems on. Which on here it's Indice and Cefa. Wherever they are again. Let's have a look. Cefa. Oh, there's the Cefa. Where's Indice? Can't remember if we had to use the cheat way to put it on last time. Oh no, Indice, there we go. Indices on. And we're in summer mode as well. Now I believe this switch here, the summer and winter switch, is something to do with the blowers. I think in summer they blow, no, in winter they blow less, in summer they blow more. Something like that. The people who know all the technical stuff will know what that is. Cool, right, let's pop in. We'll get the window open as well. Let's get a bit of air in here. There's no driver's seat. We're not really fortunate enough to have that. I think that's one of the intercity services, which we will drive at some point. I'm still contemplating whether we do it on a stream or on a video. Maybe it's like a part, you know, two-parter. So quite long on this one, about an hour. Look at that though. Stunning. As you can do non-stop runs. I'd probably do it in the 111. I much prefer the 111 over the 103. The 103 is a bit of a pain to drive, whereas the 111 is still a pain, but less of a pain. So we'll do that at some point on here. Yeah, again, that will either be a video or a stream. Running the 111 on here. Start releasing the brakes. Doesn't mean to put the loco brake on a little. As we wait for the signal to change. So what's this little like square, like the black square on the front screen here? What's that all about? Does that reinforce the window in some way? Get your blinds, you can pop down. Right, we have got green over yellow, so let's do that. I think we are all good to go. I don't think we've forgotten anything. Let's roll. We've already got. Oh, hang on. No, we haven't done the. No, we don't do them on those ones. I was thinking you got all the switches over here to the left, like the compressor and all that stuff. But then it was like, hang on. No, that's the new crocodile. That's the E94. Right, we're off. Not sure I've actually ever been into the freight yard at Koblenz either, so that will be pretty cool to go into. Yeah, we're only empties, nothing in the founds. That's alright, still looks pretty cool. And I believe someone pointed out there's actually new sounds for these wagons as well. Someone managed to scupper that, or you know, from the first look video. Cool, that 103 ahead of us shouldn't really be much of an issue. Yeah, alright. Cool. And how many kilometres is it? 22 kilometres. And our top speed is 90 kilometres an hour. continue our way along the Rhine. Because on that side of the river you've also got another railway. I suppose you've got the Rhein railway. That's on the other side, but the thing is you can't actually see it. Like at no point in the journey I don't think you can see the other line on the other side. But like there is meant to be another railway literally just over there, but I mean you can't see it. Unless it goes into a tunnel there or whatever. Alright, a bit more power, a bit more juice as we speed up. How's everyone finding the pack now? Now it's been out a couple of days. Enjoying the pack? Again, this is by Train Sim Germany, so you can sort of expect good quality. Well, more than good quality. Basically, if it's TSG, you know it's not going to be crap. They've got that reputation. A bit like Just Trains. If it's from Just Trains, you know it's going to not be crap. Right, let's get a bit more juice in. There you go. Didn't actually see the speed limit for this section here. As we were coming out of the siding. Probably what, 70 or so? Can't imagine it's any lower than that. Well, we'll go up to about 70 and we'll sort of let it roll. Oh, we've got a warning board coming up here, so that's handy. So I think average along here is about 90 or so. So if we go about 70, we should be okay. Let's see what's on the warning board here. Oh, that's for a 120, so that's fine. So, well, we know it's going to be above 120 at the moment. Oh no, it's 100. 100. Well, we only go up to 90 anyway. And this is on the PS5 Pro as well. Yet to do a video on the Xbox yet. Yeah, there's another crocodile. That one's also unloaded as well. I wonder what the loaded ones are. Because, I mean, that one's going that way unloaded and we're going this way unloaded. And with this pack you do get the full new separate timetable for Linke Rheinstrecke, which is the one set in 1984. So about what? Hang on. 13 years before the 97 timetable. So there are a few. Well, there's a few trains you can't drive on this one, like the BR191. And could you drive? No, you can drive one of the ICEs, or could you? On. I'm trying to think if you could drive the ICE1 on the original timetable for this route. I think you could. So you can't drive that. Sort of following the river around. Which apparently the water textures have had updates to them. I think as we saw in the first look more so, where you can sort of see the green fungusy patches in the water. Well, probably not. Yeah, you can see the green patches. Let's get a... or do we actually? Do we get a flyby shot? Do we risk missing a speedboard? Yeah, go on then. Let's get it from this side. If there is meant to be a railway on the other side, you literally cannot see it at all. But yeah, really pretty route this one. And still, well, it's not an old route in the game. This one came out in March or April 2023. So it's, in the grand scheme of things, still one of the newer German routes. And it's a long old route as well. I mean, yeah, full runs out about an hour, and that's a fast run. And then the slow runs are about, what, 1 hour, 20 minutes? So it's not a short route. But I'd say if you've got Frankfurt S-Bahn, this is one of those routes which is almost like a must-have, because I know it's a little bit different, being in the 90s, But the Frankfurt S-Bahn route is Frankfurt to Mainz. Mainz, I always forget how you put them and say it. And then this route then is Mainz to Koblenz. So in a way, if you own Frankfurt S-Bahn, or even if you own this route, you get Frankfurt S-Bahn, because then you can do the full run between Frankfurt and Koblenz, obviously with the route hop at Mainz. And also a bit weird because it's two time periods. You sort of link them up. Come on, try and get a bit of juice in you, and you're losing speed. Not happy with this. And I believe it is meant to have both pantographs up this one. But then on the OBB 1020 and the E94, it's only the one pantograph up. Again, 120 warning board, but doesn't really apply to us, as we only go up to 90. That's right, the textures are slightly low res. Like there is a slight sort of blur to some of the textures in here. Maybe that's just being picky though. What I want to know is what's this? The Cipher. Yeah, the Cipher. It's something to do with the Cipher. What is it? Why would you use it? It's got like different positions as well to it. Oh, let's pop that down. It's quite cool. You can see the speed there. Sort of. It's not bang on. It sort of flickers. I see it's flickering the speedo. Would like to see more gameplay for the E94 though, as the E94 doesn't really get much really. You get 2 scenarios, which are 3.5 hours worth of gameplay, but then there's no services. Now TSW is all about services, so it would be quite cool to see the E94 get a couple of services, or maybe that wouldn't be realistic. I don't know. I mean, surely it would be. Hopefully we can get a couple more services for the E94 instead of scenarios. Not really a scenario person. Scenario's a train sim classic. One in for 100. Ooh, 218 in there. Blue and cream one. Look at that. I've done a video on that one already. The blue and cream 218, really nice. Cool. This is like one of the principal. Some of the regional express services stop at this this stop. What's this one? Bochum? Did I say Bochum? Yeah, some of your fast trains do stop at this one. Oh, Bophard. Bophard. Let's get a little shot as we make our way through the town. What a beast, though, look at that. Is there a much, like, beastier looking loco? Like, if a train was scary, it would be this train. This would be like the horror train. So, a little shot there. Cool. Like this train would be like the what's that like bad diesel train in Thomas? Diesel 66 or something like that. This would be like the equivalent of that. Like the bad train. Alright, let's just get another shot as well. It's such like one of those picture perfect routes. Well, was saying that we don't really get anything that exciting, just that. But I mean, that would do. Let's get another one as well. But if you made it this far in the video, thanks all for staying in as we make our way up to Koblenz. Just to enjoy the scenery. Look at this as we work our way around. Got about 85 at the moment, which is fine. What are we doing? About half power at the moment. Yeah, sort of keeping us at a gentle speed of 85. But hey, we will do the 111 run on here at some point. So that will either be on stream or as a 2-part video. But as of recording this, I'm on my like big long run of 7 in a row of work, so slightly time limited. Although I'll soon be having 5 days off. So then we can do a bit more. So kill the power a bit, we're coming up to 90. Although saying that, within those 5 days off, you'll notice this background will change. Because I'm going to be moving into a new place. So it probably will look a bit sort of, well, rubbish for a little while whilst I sort of remake the background. Although we will have the UK departure board, that is staying. Just got to reorganise. And it will also be the last time you'll see Cat Ace, as Cat Ace isn't going to be coming. Cat Ace will still be here with all of the other cats. I'll whack that up. Lovely. So about 85, just applying a bit more power again, so we lost a bit of speed. Here comes 103. Again, look at the coaching stock and the livery, it's just brilliant. So yeah, we will drive that at some point. Not with the 103 though, the 103 is like meh. The 111. I'm saying that I should really give the 103 a go again. Just last time it didn't really go that well. I remember the power kept tripping out and we had to keep like putting the M's. We somehow kept overcharging it, but like a lot more than, well, to be honest, I don't think we before that overcharged it before. Then in the last video we did in the 103, it was like constantly overcharging. So I don't know if something had been changed in an update, sort of how to drive it. Not sure. Right, kill the power again. Quite soon it's sort of like straight up into Koblenz. I think there's a couple more stations before though. So we'll see where we are on the map now. We're up there. So getting there. Oh, where did we start? Down here? Yeah, so we're about halfway. So there's a station coming up as well. So we're sort of standing on here looking over the fence. Right. But also with the pack you get the Umberwagen coaches, so the Umberwagen 516 coaches, and the GBS box van as well. Just have to see if we can find a service with the GBS. And it's £19.99. So make of that what you will. But again, it is Train Sim Germany, who do sort of make premium products, let's say. two variants of the Crocodile, obviously being the E94 and the BR194. The whole new timetable for Linke Rheinstrecke, the GBS box van, the Imberwagen coaches. Yeah. Although of course with the Linke Rheinstrecke timetable you do require other DLC to get the full experience. So Mittenwaldbahn, Dovetail, obviously the original Linke Rheinstrecke and the DBBR218 all contribute to the new timetable. Be a proper workout driving this train though, wouldn't it? You can tell the drivers of these trains are proper like hench. Constantly all day doing the wheel. Right, let's put that down. Right, let's coast it. As we are a little bit over there. Train, come down. We're going about 91 at the moment. There's the 103, and so many fast trains on here. It's a lot busier than the original timetable. Well, it feels a lot busier. Oh, a bit of lag there, didn't like that. Massive lag spike. Here we go. 85 at the moment. Yeah, not that far off of. Yeah, right, there we go. Off of Koblenz now. We're getting there. And also other news, which you may have seen already, but the Schnellfahrstrecke Köln-Aachen, the new timetable, is now out on PS5 and Epic Games. So that being the mega timetable for Köln-Aachen, which may be a route you may have never heard of, as it is a bit of an old one. More juice again just to bring us up. Dropped down to about 81 now. But no, soon enough it is straight up to Koblenz, although we are going around into the freight yard, which I can't remember ever going into. So yeah, that'll be cool to see. At least I don't think we've gone into there before, unless we have. I don't think so. Maybe like once or something before. Well, they did say about 40 minutes this service, but we're not actually that far off. I mean, yeah, it's literally just straight up now to Koblenz and then round the corner into the freight yard. So I hope we haven't been speeding all the way. Hopefully it hasn't been like 60 or something all the way. I mean, look at that. Look how gorgeous that looks. Well, actually, that one's not as nice as that's got the old coaches. But still alright. Again, if you are looking at getting this route, it is a slightly more difficult route, as in the trains are a bit older. There's no AFB, they're all tap changes. Yeah, so it's not an easy route to drive with the trains you get with it. So if you're completely new to the game, it's probably one of those routes, don't get it straight away. Do some other trains first. It's a slightly more tricky one, this one. Well, by all means, do feel free to get it and give it a go if you're new. Yeah, it said 40 minutes I think on the time. I think it takes us 15 minutes to get up to Koblenz and round the corner. Unless coming into the freight yard's really slow. Maybe we have to wait for something potentially. So we now say goodbye to the river. That sort of goes off to the Rhine. We sort of just go straight up. Now we depart away from the river, part ways with it. Give it a little tick. Massive, isn't it, the Rhine River? Still at about half power at the moment, which is just sort of keeping us at a nice steady speed. And yeah, even though it has got a small window, this one, it's not that bad as well. There's not like a gangway in the middle. But like on UK trains, where a lot of people don't like the way there's like a gangway in the middle, so you're squidged over to one side. At least, oh, is that one loaded? That one's not either. They're all empty. Yeah, it's quite a nice cab though. It's not bad. Right, we'll start. Yeah, let's put the power down a little bit now. And yeah, we certainly do need to. I need to get the brakes on quite quickly as well. That was a green over yellow there, so. Have we overdone that? No, I think we're alright. So with these trains, you sort of need to start releasing the brakes way before you get to the sort of limit you want to go at. So it's where it is in a multiple unit, you can actually take the brakes off as soon as you reach the limit. On here, you've got to do it, you know, way before, as the brakes take ages to release. Which we've come down to about 40, and we started releasing the brakes at what, 55, 60. So you've got to calculate it nicely. A bit of power just to sort of maintain that speed. And on this train it's lapped brakes as well. So you sort of apply brake pressure how much you want, and then you put it back to lapped, and it sort of stays at that amount of breakage. So I'm assuming we're going to be coming across the points here. So I said the next signal was green. There's the 110. With its little white tash on this one. On the old sort of DB livery. Oh, that's interesting. Look at that. That's sort of like a mix of like clear, sort of the old dirty coaches, and then sort of a nice one. Pretty cool. Oh, a few of them have a nice mix of that. Look at that. So the old ones, and then are they the same coaches? Pretty certain they're different. Or they're just sort of weathered versions. And I think they are the same coaches. Ah, quite cool to see a nice mix. Oh, there's the Umberwagen coaches. Hope we don't spad. Yeah, these are the coaches which come with this DLC, or with the BR194 E94 Rail Tour pack. Pretty cool, coming right through sort of the yard there. You got the 111 in there. It's such a beautiful looking loco in that livery. See, in DB Red it's like, it's alright, but look at that. Stunning. And you get it like that on Mittenwald Barn. I don't know if we have ever been round here. I can't ever remember coming round here. 628 there. Double 628, and you got an intercity in there. Yeah, round we go. I don't know if we ever have been round here. I feel like we must have, like, once or twice, or maybe once, but I mean, I can't think of it at a time where we come round here. It's almost like an added extra to the route. Green over yellow, which is about 40 kilometers an hour. Hit by a tree. That signal's quite hard to see. It was like but inside the tree, but I'm pretty certain it had a double yellow on it. So let's kill the power. Yeah, literally could not see that signal, but I'm pretty certain it had a double yellow on it. So probably because, well, we're coming into the yard and it'll be red at the end. Been a really, really nice run. Thanks everybody for coming in. It's been, I mean, both runs in this train have been really enjoyable. Maybe it's just the new timetable and seeing Linke Rheinstrecke again, but it's really nice. It's been good fun. Get the brakes on a little bit. So I'd assume we're going to the end of the yard, up to the red. And that was only, what, 32 minutes as well. I'm pretty certain it said 44. Or maybe not, maybe it was about 34, 35 minutes. I'll slowly start popping it down. A little bit of power just to counteract that brake in there. So basically let it come to a stop wherever, really. About, what are we going, about 10 kilometers an hour? A little bit of brake and we'll let it come to a stop. That should be okay there. I'll probably tell us to go a little bit forward, won't it? And yeah, we got to go 14 meters forward. Again, one of those really silly objectives. Actually, perfect here. But no. 14 meters, literally go right up to the red light. Because that's a nice, safe thing to do. Yeah, one of those really silly objectives. What about here? Is that fine? There we go. Well, there we go. See, we went over 90 a couple of times there, up to like 91. But yeah, that's going to be it, everybody, for today's video. Hopefully everyone's enjoyed it. Links, usual places, Discord, PayPal, merch store, as well as our affiliate link for the UK departure boards with the 5% off coupon. Apart from that, this pack is out now. See you all and take care. Bye, guys.